Yesterday, I made my very first homemade DIY watercolor sketchbook. And I did it with a tutorial from Leslie Stroz. And I am probably hooked now. And this was my first one, so I'm sure I can improve. But I did record the process, so I thought I would just kind of walk through that with you. So I started by scoring the paper so that it was easy for me to fold. And then I went ahead and folded each piece and used a bone folder to get a nice crease. And so what I learned from Leslie's video was every sheet that's folded this way is called a folio. And then when you put them together, it's called a signature. And so then the sketchbook is made up of signatures. So I did it, let's see, how many pages? So I made 5, I think, signatures. Yes. So, and then 2 each. So that was 10 sheets of paper that I scored and then folded. So I used an awl to make the holes first down, but I was trying to widen the holes a little bit and make sure that the top paper lined up with the bottom. She used some scraps of fabric to kind of hold things together. So I was measuring 2 pieces of some ribbon I got for 74 cents. So I was happy. And then I'm just going down 5 lengths of the sketchbook with the wax thread to make sure that I'm going to have enough. Now, these next parts get a little what are you doing type thing because it was my first time, so it wasn't easy. So I found myself kind of flipping the paper back and forth, but the process is pretty easy. You start at the outside, you're going into the interior of the book, and then you're coming back out of the book. Then once you put the ribbon on to start securing it together, you're just going over there right here, just over the little piece of ribbon. Let me get that bigger for you. So we're just going over that piece of ribbon there. Yeah, that helps. It's repetitive motion. I would imagine that after you know what you're doing pretty well, you could, whip up one pretty quickly. Here I'm just tightening each one, each little loop to make sure it's going to stick together before I tuck those edges down and then add the next signature. So in adding the next signature, where the end of the thread is, you're just going right there into that hole there to connect them. I know it's a lot of back and forth. What are you doing? So I was trying to get close to see it. And everything kind of moves out of the way. So I should have put the clip back on this sheet so that it would help me. I think maybe this is the last one that I'm attaching. No, it's the third one. So what I did remember here to do was that, let me get that smaller, was to go through that loop from the second one in the direction that I'm going with the needle. So good job. I did a good job there. All right. So let's get this a little smaller. Once it's all done, then the fabric pieces, I'm just gluing them down. Now, you can use a pH neutral glue. I just used a craft glue that I had. This being my first one, I wanted to see if I really liked it before investing in the glue. The rest of the stuff was pretty cheap. I think it cost me about $6 with everything. And here I'm just gluing on the back and the front. I just used the back of a watercolor pad and then cut the cardboard to fit the sketchbook And here I'm trying to be careful, getting it all lined up. And again, doing the same thing on the back. And here I'm just weighing it down, and it's already dried. And so I'm just decorating the outside with a few of my stamps that I got for my art journaling, and just decorated the front a little bit. I should have just left it with that one stamp, but of course I didn't. I kept going and got some little paint stamps going in there. And so there's a decorated front. I could have done a better job, but that's okay. And then here's the completed sketchbook. I'm just admiring my own work here. It's okay. It worked. So I was really happy with it. I'm going to make some more, but I need to start actually using it first. But I was pleased with the outcome and the process. So again, here is the little, let's move that back. Here is the finished sketchbook up front. So you can see this is a lot here. I did put some glue here and here to kind of hold those little knots, I guess, together. But when you open it up, you can see here are the pages. So they're a little loose. I could have pulled it tighter again. I think once I pulled it once and then I didn't go back and pull it again. I just think that part is cool. I don't know why. So yeah, they're a tiny bit loose. I think they'll be okay. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know, but I'll probably do some more of these and upgrade the videos. But I had a lot of fun. So thank you for watching this very short little video. Have fun. Let me know if you have already created your own watercolor sketchbook or you're going to try it. Thanks.